So yeah, it was honestly really great to see that in person, and I'm glad we got to check it out. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're definitely nice, you know. The design is interesting, and for the right person or situation, I could totally see it being a great option. But when we really stop and think about whether it would work for us, I just don't think so. Mainly because there's just too much uncertainty around when you can actually get one. Like, you have to put your name on a list, and there are different types of lists. There's the general waitlist that doesn't need a deposit, and then there's another one where you do put down a small deposit. But the problem is, even with that, your wait time really depends a lot on which state you live in, and there's no real guarantee on how long it'll take. And that's kind of a big deal for us. Because we're planning on going out to see the land in Tennessee in a couple of weeks, and our plan is still to move within the next year. So if we were to put our name on a waitlist for one of these units, we'd be left sitting around, not really knowing if we'd even get the unit in time for when we need it. It just adds a whole layer of stress and unpredictability that we honestly don't want to deal with right now. Timing is super important for us, and if something is going to make that more complicated, then it's probably not the right fit for us at this moment. So yeah, it's one of those situations where it's great to go check it out, and I think anyone who's curious should definitely go and see it in person because it gives you a much better idea of what you're working with. Like, the photos online are good, but actually walking through the unit, seeing how everything is laid out, checking out the materials and build quality up close, that makes a big difference. It's something we're glad we did, even if we ultimately decided that it wasn't right for us personally. It just helps to confirm that you're making the right decision either way. And for anyone else who's interested, just so you know, you can totally schedule a tour of the Boxabl unit on your own. It doesn't cost anything at all, and the process is super easy. You can go to their website where they've got all the info laid out clearly. You can either set up an appointment in advance, or if you happen to be in the area, you can also just show up without one. They've got these units set up and available for viewing all the time, which is pretty convenient. You don't have to worry about getting turned away or anything like that. We were able to just walk in and take our time exploring everything. They have the unit that we were in for this video, and they've also got around 4 other models or setups, each one decorated a little differently. So it gives you a good sense of what you can do with the space, and how you could style it to make it your own. It's really helpful to see those variations in person. Like, maybe one version will feel a bit more like home to you, or maybe you'll get some design ideas that you hadn't thought of before. So yeah, if you're planning a trip to Las Vegas or you're already here, it might be worth taking a little time to stop by and check them out. Just head over there, and you'll be able to walk through the models and see for yourself what they look and feel like. It's a casual process, no pressure, and honestly kind of fun. We found it to be a good experience, and I think a lot of you would feel the same. Sometimes just getting to walk through a space helps you figure out if it's something you can picture yourself living in or not. For us, even though it looked good and had a lot of potential, it just didn't quite line up with our timeline and specific needs. That said, I know there are a lot of people out there who are still super interested in these kinds of homes, especially if you're someone who's not in a big rush or you're open to being a little more flexible with your move-in timeline. Then yeah, it might still be a great option for you to explore. It's compact, efficient, and has a kind of cool futuristic vibe to it. If that's something that appeals to you, definitely consider checking it out for yourself. Sometimes just being there and physically experiencing the space can change your whole perspective. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking with us through the video. If you've got any questions, thoughts, or experiences to share, drop a comment below. We always love hearing what you guys think and being able to connect with you that way. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you get notified whenever we post something new. We've got a lot more stuff coming up that we're excited to share, especially as we get closer to our move and start making some bigger decisions. We'll be taking you along for the whole process, everything from looking at land, exploring more home options, and eventually building and moving. So if that's something you're interested in following, you're definitely going to want to stick around. Again, thank you so much for being here and for supporting us. We really appreciate each and every one of you. We'll catch you in the next video. Until then, take care, and we'll see you soon.